Hello and welcome to Bonsai with Tom. Today we're going to work on what I call my OG bonsai. This is my original Portuguese Afra, and you can see it's cooking with gas. It's taken off, growing some legs. It's got some long shoots here. Super healthy since I put it outside. Take a look at the bark. This is a cork bark, and it's finally getting some texture and corking here at the base. So who knows? It's in this sort of matte crackled pot, which I've had for, I think 20 years plus. And today we're going to just do some maintenance pruning on this. Most of the work I do in the channel, I'm really taking the scissors to the thing and doing hard pruning, but you can see, this thing is just growing really well. It's got nice fat leaves. Everything's extending. It's looking great. And I sort of want to show you what you should probably be doing more on a regular basis. Especially with these types of bonsai, you can prune them to your heart's content. You could probably prune them every week, and they will not suffer for it. They're quite used to that behavior from where they come from, where elephants are eating them every day. So they enjoy being pruned, and that is exactly what we are going to do today. So let's think about some goals. What I really want to do with this is just, restore sort of a maintained shape. So I want to sort of take this back, round off the canopy here. I think I want to make it sort of squatter. So, bring the height down. It's a nice looking tree, and it really breaks some of the rules of bonsai in terms of bar branches. Maybe I'll fix that someday. I don't know. I'm just sort of it's kind of an experiment to see where this is going, because I do find the overall shape pleasing, and it's a tree that visitors seem to like. So there's something to be said for that. And as I've always said, it's a journey, and I can change this tree later. But let me give you an idea. Let me see. I think I have something here of kind of what I want to do. I want to, yeah, sort of bring it down to this height. Let's see. I'm just trying to cover up what I want to cut off. Maybe like that. I don't know if that didn't work so well, but basically, bring the top down a bit, because I want the tree to be sort of wider and thinner. And if it turns out that the top just always grows vigorously, so it's not a concern to top that back. But let's start off by just taking some of this long stuff back and basically do a profile prune. Much of this regular maintenance really does involve profile pruning, so I'm just coming in here and restoring the overall shape of the tree. I'm not too worried about fixing branches. I mean, of course, anything growing like this, growing to the inside, you take that off. Anything growing straight up, take it off, or straight down, take it off. But primarily what I'm doing is just restoring the profile of the tree. So it's a nice, pleasing, in this case, kind of a rounded shape, much like you would see a large banyan tree, or a tree that has been growing for a while. This one's going straight in. Take it off, and just take it back to its primary profile shape. And so I just keep spinning it around on the turntable. I find it's a pretty good technique where you can almost just work on half of the tree, like I'm doing here. As you kind of turn it around, you're sort of seeing the profile on this left-hand side. And this stuff's going straight down. I just get rid of that. I would like some more branches to come out horizontally wider, like this one over here, but I feel that this one is maybe a little too kind of swooping down. I want it to come more gently and flowing out. And this tree is certainly due for some major branch selection at some point. I know I actually had this, I had decorated this tree at Christmas time. I'll put a link to that video you can check out. And already it's looking better. And this is really what I mean by just regular kind of maintenance pruning. You come in here and make it look pleasing. So, when you see it on the bench, it's a pleasant experience for you or your dinner guests or whoever may come see it. It's nice to have sort of a well-maintained, manicured tree. And I'm just gonna chop some of this top just right back because I am really thinking I'm going to take the top back quite a bit because I want to flatten this out. But that's basically all that's involved in this kind of regular maintenance pruning is, help the tree out by correcting, um, I don't want to say errors, but correcting growth that you don't want. And you can see I'm really bringing this top down, and I'm not too concerned about it because it's so easy to regrow the top. So I will come in here as we get more refining and more refinement and take a closer look at some of the branches in here. But for now, I am just bringing it down. And summer is a perfect time to do this because, at least in Seattle, where we have hot days, and by hot I mean like, high 70s, maybe low 80s, and then it still gets down to a nice cool, 60 at night or maybe 58. And so these trees just love that cycle where they get a ton of heat, a lot of UV, a lot of energy to grow, and then in the evening, they sort of refresh, and they literally seem to suck moisture out of the air. Well, it's also a very nice climate here. We're close to water, so there's a lot of, it's moist, and they really succulents really seem to enjoy that. So it's really a great time of year to help them develop into the shape you want by just pruning the stuff you don't want, and you know, the bonsai process just kind of magically leads to better results for you. So I'm just taking more of the profile here. It's almost what's it called? A French curve. You want sort of very a natural nature curve. See, I sort of like this tree's a little bit unbalanced. You can see on the right hand side, I've got like sort of a hole there, and I may just round that off. Um, but we'll see. I'm just slowly, just kind of really taking it back to the profile that I want. And once I get closer and closer to that, I will sort of come in and try to balance out the overall shape. But it is a little, so you can see here, sort of the right side is a bit taller than the left, and I can see some of those branches. So I really want to bring those lower branches. I want to see them, but I don't want to see them kind of sticking out. I really want just foliage 360 degrees all the way around. And so I may pull one of those branches down, or at least try to get, more foliage to sort of, I can sort of see the brown through the green foliage, but I don't necessarily want to see the branches. I want them to be sort of just barely seen, maybe the bottom, but you can see in this case I can see the structure of the tree, and I really think it'll look more natural if I can sort of hide that a bit. So let's see, I think I'll adjust the camera and come in on this top so you can see what I'm doing. I think it's time to cook with gas and sort of make this a bit flatter. Because you can see I've got some thick stuff here. And this is what happens because it's the tallest part of the tree, so it gets the most energy, so it really thickens up. So you definitely have to pay special attention because most trees will happily grow at the top and sacrifice, their growth out to the side. And you can see how I'm getting it flatter now and just sort of just basically giving it a nice haircut to get the profile I want. Um, and you should also mention another, benefit of this maintenance pruning is that by um, constantly pruning the most vigorous parts of the tree, you allow the weaker parts to get stronger. And as I mentioned a few times now, I want to get more horizontal growth out to the sides. And so this will definitely help that because this top of this tree will have to recover and the bottom parts will just keep on going. So it's definitely a way to sort of balance that out. And you can regularly do that to sort of fine tune the growth and development of your trees. I just had another thought. So I'm going on vacation soon, and so I'm actually doing a few of these videos ahead of time. And actually, this one I'm sort of processing while on vacation, but I definitely want to get to do some repotting. And this is a tree that I really want to repot because although I really like this pot that it's in, and I mean, it sort of works. I've just kind of gotten used to looking at it over time, so I don't really notice it, which is another thing with bonsai. You sort of want to check yourself on that occasionally, but I have so many beautiful pots that I've collected over the last couple of years. Because most of my bonsai was, deciduous and evergreen and larger stuff. So I didn't really have a lot of pots that are the appropriate size for the like kinds of trees I like to work on now. But I have some now, and so I have, I think, three, maybe four amazing options for this tree, and I really think it will move the tree forward. In terms of how it looks, it's going to be a difficult choice because I sort of forgot a couple that I bought for this tree and bought a few more, but I definitely had it in mind. But it's tough. You can think you've bought the perfect pot, but until you have the tree out with its roots and you really see how it sits in there and the overall dimensions, this is really coming out pretty nicely now. I'm really flattening it out. Um, you just can't tell. So look forward to that when I get back in August, and we will be doing a ton of repotting because there are several other trees that I also really, really am excited to work on. All right, so let's zoom back out. He who hesitates is lost, and sort of look at the overall profile of this and do a little more fine tuning. You definitely see it's definitely I'm happy so far. It's much cleaner than it was, but we can do more. Um, and this is for me, I think most of maintenance pruning is around profile pruning. So I'm going to take this off a little bit. You can see I've got a few areas in here. Got this one branch that I'm not too crazy about. Um, you can see it sticking up there. Uh, I don't know. I think this one here is the one I don't like. Yeah. Oh, that's way better. And hopefully I'll get some branching on there. You kind of also want to create some opportunities for better growth. So I'm creating. We'll take a downward look at the tree after we're done pruning it. Actually, it helps to do that as you're going. But I just really want to get the profile here. But basically, what I'm saying is by taking a lot off, we're creating lots of area for sunlight to come in there and stimulate all sorts of new, finer growth, maybe in directions that I want more. And so it really is, shortening some of this stuff up. It really helps that process because otherwise you just get this long kind of leggy growth. And I would like to defoliate this guy at some point and really fine tune the structure. But for now, I think that is pretty much it. I haven't mentioned I'm using my new tweezers. These are my American bonsai tweezers, which has become my favorite bonsai toolmaker. Somebody sent me a thing through Facebook. Maybe I'm going to take this off, but I'm worried I'll create a hole there. And so I just love their tools. So check them out. I'm not sponsored by them. I got nothing to do with them. They don't know who I am, but I really like the tools, and they're really high quality at a really good price, and you really can't go wrong with them. Well, I think it's time to put the scissors down. Well, maybe another cut. You can see I really want to take some of the stuff that's on the inside now that I can see it. But this is way better than what we started with, and that's kind of what it's all about. You can see we took a ton off. Let's take a look at the top. You can see how I always say pretend you're the sun kind of looking down. I want to be able to see lots of brown, so I'll get lots of new tighter growth in there, and I'll have even more options for pruning. And you kind of want to be able to see through it, and we can. And let's take a look at it, give it a victory lap. This is pretty much the front. You can see I've got my philosophers here pointed basically to the front. Um, and this trunk is really kind of getting some fissuring on it. I'm super excited. I think in another year it'll look fabulous. Let's turn it around. It looks a little, this is this area where I want to get some more growth down, and I could probably shave off a bit here on the right to kind of round that off. But it looks good from this angle. I think I'm just going to let it go. I've got done a lot of pruning already. It looks fabulous from the front, and I will just let some new growth come out and prune it again when I get back in August. Let's see, something coming out there would really balance that out. And I think I got pretty good odds of doing that. This is one that, yeah, it does come up and out. It looks funny from that angle, but it does actually, it's actually not a bad branch. And I think that's pretty much a wrap for this guy. And let's take a deeper look at some of the stuff I cut off. I didn't get any cuttings. You generally don't get too much of that with maintenance pruning because you're just shearing it into the shape you want. But I want to thank you all for spending time with me. And I enjoy doing the channel, and I will see you all again next week, and we will work on another tree. Have a good week.